like you were already mine. Surreal to me, how you make me feel wild and calm at the same time. Never felt so alive. Thought I was crazy until I reached out and saw your hand there waiting for mine, like the stars had all aligned. I
To the baseline. Get down to the baseline.
So I said, no, 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 it was supposed to be my pentakill. Why did you die to me? I killed down 1, 2, 3 for champions. I can't believe you're trolling. No, it was supposed to be my pentakill. Why did you die to me? I killed down 1, 2, 3 for champions. I can't believe you're trolling.
Wait a minute!
I took her out, it was a Friday night. I woke alone to get the feeling right. We started making out and she took off my pants, but then I turned on the TV, and that's about the time she walked away from me. Nobody likes you when you're 23, and I saw more of use my TV shows. What the hell is ADD? My friends say I should act my age. What's my age again? What's my age again? Then later on the drive home, I called her mom from a payphone. I said I was the cops and your husband's in jail. The state looks down on sodomy. And that's about the time that bitch hung up on me. Nobody likes you when you're 23. And I still wanna lose my bank phone calls. What the hell is call ID? My friends say I should have my age. What's my age again? What's my age again?
creep up slowly towards the short position. Mizuna is ready on long. Not entirely optimal. 39 HP. He does look for it on short, but he doesn't find anything. Mizuna looks at in that pit, and there is MP5 KU taking down Witten. Getting a 6th round for the CT, for the T. CJ. CTs will go into a half by T's continuing in their strides. Una will spot the cross. 4 stacked up towards this long position. Adobe Esports taking the risk, and they will push through bedroom early in this round. The question is anybody watching? The answer is yes. MP5K BT and BT again. There goes the nade. And Loud will go down. Witten will take Sean. And there's Mizuna. Doesn't quite spot Witten's cross, but there's 4 towards this site. Not a huge cause for concern. AK is saved in the hands of Witten. They will be able to carry that into that next round. Witten does boost up onto Xbox. Mizuna spots him. Decides to bide his time instead. BT going to be wrapping around though. 11 HP. CJ going to be taking Witten, and there's a 7th round for Ulko Mlko. Adobe Esports will have a buy, and a strong one at that. But money stacked up on the T side is fairly hefty. 2 players pushing up towards long early in this round to halt that long aggression that Mlko has been able to execute from. Maybe CJ, nothing found. Mizuna early in B tons. So just the T's on a default here. Not a whole lot seen as of yet. Mizuna is going to peek out towards the T side. There's the Molotov, has to fall off. BT. Watching it. And Kirby is traded out after taking CJ. Witten is posted up on that barrel. And Molly won't get him. T's just taking their time here. It is 4 versus 4. Bomb retrieved by MP5KU. And there's Witten. Does spot Mizuna. And Mizuna doesn't spot him back. There's Witten taking down the AWP for Mlko. 38 seconds left on the clock. These are going to opt to push up short. They find the fix. The answer is yes and no. BT and Shaw finding Loud and Pirej. And that should allow for a bomb to go down. 2 versus 2. And there's Witten in CT. And was bad on short. BT will post. Is just a smoke available for the retake at this point as the molly is expended on the side. Not going to catch anything off, but they're sure on the whip. Can't quite get onto bad, and it's 100 HP. BT with 53 HP, and it's not planted for him. Will he be able to find this through the smoke? Answer looks to be no, and there's the defuse for Adobe Esports, picking up their first round into the CT half. We'll be able to rebuy off of that, but it's sketchy. There's only a smoke and a flattener. Scratch that. There is okay utility across the board, whereas Mlko still with a full buy and AWP onto Mizuna. Rock smoke early in the round, fairly customary. And CJ spotting out Loud, but will Loud fall on? Answer looks to be no, and that's going to be MP5KU taking down Loud. 5 versus 4 Mlko looks to stack up towards this A site. I'll either stack up into bedroom. There's the peak. Piroj is posted up the pit, and he does get one, but CJ able to train him down. 4 versus 3. CJ only on 11 HP though. Will opt to leave bedroom. Play a bit later into this round, but there's Kirby. He's posted forward and he gets BT. Catches him off guard. Tees don't look to hunt straight away, but they get him regardless. Mizuna turning straight back onto Kirby, and it's 3v2. Bad throwing that Molotov to pull those Tees forward, but he can't catch any of the heads there. Saying that, CJ does get taken down. Gets put into a 2v2. Witten is on short, so they should be able to get a bomb plant. Yeah. CT is locked out of the site. Only one smoke available for the retake. And a flash to defend it. But there's Mizuna taking down Bad with the AWP, and it's only Witten now. 2 versus 1. He will slowly push up. But there's Shaw taking him from Goose. Mlko taking an 8th round and destroying any prospects held in the economy of Adobe Esports. We'll see a force buy in response to that double eco. And Mlko still with fairly strong money. Posted on mid, spots Bad, takes him down. 5 versus 4. There are 2 players stacked up on short, so Mlko does have to be careful. And careful they are. There goes down loud. Piroj does take BT, but CJ's there to return. 4 versus 1. Curbage posted up on that top position. CJ spots him out. Will take him down. 9th round for Mlko. And only 1 down for Mlko at this point. The money just stacking up. Adobe will, of course, have to go to the save in this round. They will back up towards long, but Mizuna on Witten, and they are posted up towards B. It is a clear sight. They don't know it yet. But at this point, they don't even have to worry about minimizing damage. They have 2 buys. We'll realize that Adobe is on a save. Doesn't make a decent amount of sense. BT's watching. He gets 3, but Loud does trade. Loud versus 4, but he will go for the save, given the economic situation of Adobe Esports. And there's the bomb down. Just a waiting game at this point. They will go into hunt Loud. Not quite as easy to hide on this map. And there's the contact. 95k U is going to spot Loud. Take him down. No saves happening today. Adobe will have a buy into this one. With just a little bit of utility. Not an excess by any means. And Mlko is strong in with another buy. 10-1. Bit of a blowout in this first half. Nothing particularly to say. Mizuna going to be taken down Loud early in that round as he peeks out towards long. They really can't afford to lose these rifles, but they are anyway. CJ going to be going down to Bad, but Mizuna taking Piroj in response. 4 versus 3. Adobe Esports is fairly scattered across this map. And Ulko and Mlko are readying to push B. It's only Witten there to defend. And defend. Yeah, he's not going to be doing that. Sean taking down Witten. There it is. Not a whole lot they can do in this 2v4. Bit of utility available. But they are going to opt to save going into round number 13. Mlko should look to hunt. Usually optimal, but Bad is going to be taking down MP5 in the process. Finds BT as well. Close but no cigar. Not a huge deal for Mlko, given their economic situation. 3 players on 16k at the starting round, but kill's a kill, I guess. Negev coming out from Loud. Interesting investment. Can't say totally agree with that one, but we'll see. Interesting. CT is actually with no short or A presence, and with where's Witten going to be going down to shore? He's just greedy at this point. Will be taking out Curbage. And there's Mizuna onto Bozbad. Shore going to be taking down Perush. Loud going to be getting 1 with that negative. But not a whole lot to say about that one. 12-1. 4 rounds required from Mlko to be getting this win, and 15 for Adobe Esports, so looking like it'll be all she wrote fairly soon. But in saying that, here is the double warp coming out from Adobe. Change their fortunes. Cloud looking to do some damage early in the round, can't do a lot, and Curbage can't either. Bad is posted up on short, so should be able to get 1 here. Does get BT. Molly's off CJ, but no cigar. There's Mizuna taking Peerage. And 3v2 situation. Still very doable for Adobe Esports. MP5 is on the lock. Won't go for the knife. We'll just take him down with the AK. And 1 versus 3, Witten against the world is posted in CT with that ult. Will be spotted by Shaw. Does the damage. 37 HP left. And MP5 waiting, biding his time, waiting for Witten to run into his crosshair. And he runs for him. 5 DAX for Mlko. You have to wonder. Adobe Esports just has to be wondering, why did we do this? But the AKs are picked back up with the notable exception of CJ's Dak. Can't actually find Witten on short, but there's Mizuna to do it on plat anyway. Witten is just posted on this B side. There's Peerage. Take him down. Bad has actually opted for the P90, which is certainly not these days. But in saying that, he does take down BT, falls back. Mlko actually losing a player here makes it into a 4 versus 3. Geez, still a playable round. for Adobe Esports, but not looking like they have the confidence, let alone ability to win this round. Bad will push up just slightly. Will spot the push and he actually does pick up the AK. Mizuna is caught off with the bomb and there he gets CJ. 2 versus 3. MP5 is straight on the flank. He takes down Bozbad. 2 versus 2. Evens it up. They will grab the bomb. Up to run up short. There is one player in CT and that is of course Curbage. Does have the AWP. But they won't have to peek him whatsoever. So they will have his A site for free. They will go for this nonetheless though, and it's the 15th round, so worth doing regardless. There's Witten creeping up CT. Going into elevator. Not actually going to be spotted straight away by the T side, and they take down Sean. It's MP5 versus 2 now. Takes down Curbage. 1 versus 1. MP5 versus Witten. Sprays him down. Gets the 3k and wins the half. That's going to be on Mlko. 14 rounds in the first half. If you're Adobe Esports, you're thinking, well, why did I bother with this one? Maybe we should have just forfeited. But no, it's too late for that. 2 rounds for Mlko to win. The pain will be over soon for Adobe Esports. And we aren't yet in the pistol round. This is just some intermission, and there's restart 1, restart 2, restart 3, and we are live. It is going to be Curbage opting for the dualies in the smoke. When you're down 1 to 14, either your brain is not working or your brain doesn't care. So, not gonna really matter. What towards mid. Mizuna gonna be this an A retake set up from Mlko, but CJ cleans up, takes 2. Loud trades out, but there's Shaw caught off, not ready. Is BT caught off as well. Wasn't ready at that elevator position to take them off. And it is going to be 2 players, Mizuna and MP5, playing towards short. They will take out Curbage. They'll also get Loud. 2v1 versus Period. Period is stuck at Goose. They will check it straight away. They find it. That's going to be the 2v3 retake from Mlko. Adobe getting good momentum towards short, but they can't quite keep it up. And Mlko is going to be finding match point, 15 to 1. And Adobe Esports at this point, it's not good. It's not looking good for them. But anything is possible. And it's going to be 3 FAMASs and M4 and a scout from Mlko and Adobe UMP. Boost setup coming out straight away, but it doesn't matter. Adobe does actually opt to set up towards long. Sure should be able to spot this. Does spot it out. Will be calling this straight away. Pushing up is going to be taken down. Sure. Bomb will go down. But there's Witten gone straight away. Are you okay? CJ. Apologies, making it into a 4v3 situation. There's the 2 pushing. Sure, both playing anti-flash interestingly, but CJ taken down after taking 1. BT going to be taken bad. 2 versus 1, and it's Curbage versus 2, and he can't do it. That's going to be the game. On Mlko, 16 to 1. Mizuna adding insult to injury. Does have the kit, so it doesn't matter. But that's it. on Mlko. 16-1. More than a strong showing in their first ESEA Open game. A bit of a stomping in their first ESEA Open game. Will be it for this one. We will be heading to a break as we will soon be going into our next match, which will be Hadouken versus Emprox. Stay tuned. Yeah. Lucy gonna be blocked by that smoke and apps. Just biding their time early in this round, not committing especially early. That's gonna be Lucid. Wrapping to bot mid. Mozzie. Look to con Rico. Likewise. And it's gonna be Lucid getting spotted. Does do a bit of damage, but it's not enough. Lucid gonna be burning a pineapple, going down to the MP5. The rush coming out finally. And it is Scruffy to fall. KD straight afterward. But space to get taking down Burke. Taken down by Rico. 2-0 to Emprox.
And to clean up the deep apartment smoke. Always good to get control. Buy comes out for the T side.
Emprox not opting to upgrade anything.
Yeah, that's actually more common strat we use nowadays. People use nowadays because pretty much gets you 2 shots at the gun round, right? You get the SMGs and then you're able to buy the M4s next round if you do lose it because of the cash you've saved from the previous rounds.
And SMG is actually being so viable in the meta now.
Yeah, definitely.
Not being as hated as they used to be. And Hadouken actually very limited utility. Pineapple getting tagged down quite early in the round. Three stools on short. You seeing this?
This is interesting indeed.
ESEA, somebody with a client capable of doing that, but Mozzie is going to be taking down Space Cadet with the MP5. Pineapple and Scruffy actually quite low.
They are stuck in bottom mid, wondering what to do as a bit of util comes out for the top connector position, a boost in window, or a boost for short coming out, but Rico could get this info and take down Scruffy. He takes down 2 with him, picks up an AK.
Lucid going to be taking down Burke at that top mid area, and it's 4 versus 2. Actually, Lucid and Space Cadet getting the 2 there, but it's now ZKD left in the 1v3, and he doesn't see Tan until the last second, but Tama doesn't see him either.
Wow. They are right next to each other and they don't know it.
That is a disaster, and ZKD is going to be taking down Rico. Tama to return. That's going to be Emprox surviving with 2. Hadouken won't be able to come back in with a buy. Emprox will be looking pretty strong economically.
Huge information play coming out from bottom con by Rico. Of course, getting the 2 kills with him and getting a 3rd at top mid as well. Heavily profitable situation for him. Before Eco comes out.
Emprox does actually opt to keep one of the MP5s in there. The rationale behind that, of course, is you just want to make the money in these rounds when they have so little money of their own, and they do actually do that. Not one player dropped in that situation. Endar does actually pick up 2, which will net him a cool $1,200. They're not doing actually very much. It's quite a strong strategy in the current meta, and he will actually opt to keep the MP5. Interesting. Hadouken will be reinvesting with a 4 buy, grouping up pretty early towards that B site. Not actually a big fan of regular defaults. Now they will be committing 3 towards mid, but it is going to be Rico to take down Space Cadet early in the round. He'll find Scruffy as well.
Tearing apart this seemingly B split. There's Lucid Freak left in mid on his own. Lucid plays now pushing apartments. Opener is found, but Burke taking down 2 crisp headshots for him. There's Lucid Freak left in top connector with a AWP. Gets rushed by Ender, not much to do there.
5-0 for Emprox. That's going to be 1 buy round failed by Hadouken so far. They will be able to reinvest into this round straight away, but they will have to come in with 2 Galils and not very much utility further than flashes and smokes. Meanwhile, Emprox does have those 3 rifles all and an MP5. Hadouken. What we've actually seen from Hadouken is fairly interesting. They don't actually default on this map. They really orient towards one side early in the round and commit. And that's what they're looking to do in this round. It is Space Cadet and Pineapple far up in Amen and Palace respectively.
Burke has all the info on apartments as they do
There
know
goes.
it's going to be an A hit, but now the smokes rain out onto the site.
And there's Endar. He could take Space Cadet through this smoke, but he doesn't. And Hadouken is tagged down heavily in this round. It's 4 versus 3. Every single player on the team. Best HP situation, but ZKD will take down one. And Pineapple returns. It's 1 versus 2 for Pineapple. Does get Endar.
Very
Knows
doable for
where
him,
he is, but Pineapple doesn't know where Burke is, and that's going to be Burke able to secure a 6th round for Emprox. It wasn't pretty, but he got there in the end. Money is still good for this Emprox side. They don't take huge damage as a result of losing that, but Hadouken will have to opt for the half buy.
Hadouken
6-0.
keeping it quite random on their T side, but
And
that seems to be the issue for them as it is 6-0.
just an
but
A
they
rush
just
to the molly!
come out A main. Bomb already staunched onto the site, and Ender spraying away. He's onto the bomb site. Space Cadet moving into con. Tammer is able to take him down. Bomb plant is denied, and Pineapple Zip is taken down, but now it's just Lucid Freak left in outside window with an AK-47.
Mozzie knows where it is, so it's not going to be an issue there. And we'll take down Lucid Freak, securing the 7th round for Emprox. And Hadouken just looking totally random on their T side. No real
Very.
sense of strategy, coordination, purpose in any of their positions, and that's looking to be echoed in the scoreline. 7-0. Emprox able to reinvest easily. Hadouken, not so much. They will be spending every dime to get full utility in this round. And Scruffy actually going to be taking a bit of damage from that nade.
Now as Hadouken slowly look towards mid as they have split 2 players towards the A side of the map, but Burke has gotten an established position in apartments, successfully takes down Pineapple Zippers.
Endar takes Lucid down to 6 HP. Can't actually finish him off. Tammer will do it for him.
Through the smoke.
Brings it to a 5v3 situation space. Cadet will be finding Mozzie. 4 versus 3. There's Endar going to be taking down Space Cadet in response, and ZKD to return. 2 versus 2. Ts do have bomb control, and A is in the favor of Hadouken. But that is a long wrap for Scruffy to make. And not a very long wrap. The Emprox have to make it. It is going to be Tammer and Burke going through connector.
They are being smart about this retake, both coming up con so they can successfully trade off each other, but they don't know ZKD is in the backlines. Takes down
One,
one.
he finds the second!
Spraying away, able to take down Tammer.
Hadouken will find their first round into this one. Emprox will be able to reinvest, but not with full utility on every player, unfortunately, for them. Should be able to find the money for that. 7-1. Still very firmly in the favor of Emprox, but just a foot in the door for Hadouken. They really do need to push it open. Space Cadet will start it off, but Mozzie to deny it.
Quite aggressive mid control
Side.
again as 3 Ts look towards connector. Connector control is taken as our own top con just poking and prodding at this point. You see bomb towards A main, which
Scruffy will take the flick onto Mozzie. And there's the entrance. Pineapple going to be taking down Endar. And it's 3v1 on the A site, 4v2 overall. And Pineapple will look to take CC control, will take down Burke. 4v1. Tammer against the Hadouken lineup. M4 in hand and only a nade to do the retake. Is it possible?
probably not. Just seeing what he can do in jungle at this point. As he does decide to move towards the site a bit.
Only 2 players
Trying
on
to
the
meet
side.
the opener. Takes down ZKD. He looks towards jungle, but Pineapple is there to get the headshot onto Tammer. Second round for Hadouken.
Able to trade pretty comfortably into that one. Hadouken does actually pick up the second round, and they do now have the opportunity to start building a bank. Emprox does have the option to force, but won't take it. There's no reason to. It will just opt to stack 5 players on this A site, and Hadouken will stack 5 players towards the B site. So they will slow down, so there is the opportunity for Emprox to catch the Hadouken players off guard. No one watching T-spawn as is customary. These kind of rushes, and it's literally just one team behind the other. Emprox will rush up short to try and catch off the Hadouken players. Bomb is going to go down. Emprox know this. And here comes the swarm. Emprox will be boosting Burke over, but Hadouken's not looking to peek. They don't need to. We'll find Rico. Tags down Burke, but he's able to take him in the end. It's 3 versus 4, but 2 Emprox players on only USPs and very low HP, so not looking very doable for them in this situation. Will they be able to salvage the AK before the end of the round? Answer looks to be a no, as Pineapple Banner Brothers push up to take down Endar, take down Burke. Won't find Tama. Tama does the damage there, but doesn't matter. Hadouken winning the round, a bit messy, but still done. 7-3.
Able to pick up all rifles, all guns. Guns blazing out for the CT side. Decent utility onto them two. Scruffy goes for the A pick, does so successfully, taking off Ender, who was crossing the jungle. Now they just look to explode out A main as Space Cadet also taking down Mozzie, completely switching the pace onto this A bomb site now. Hadouken move towards the bomb site, which is good for 1, good for 2 actually, as the CT starts moving towards the bomb site and it goes bad for Hadouken. But it is still in a favorable situation for them in a 1-on-2. Tama towards the CT position. Up on the ticket booth, is able to tap off ZKD's head as he goes down. Lucid freaking Tama in the 1v1. Moving out from the jungle position. Comes towards CT, doesn't have the read, but Tama still able to flick him and take down Lucid Freak nonetheless.
Emprox is able to take 1 round back from Hadouken and start clawing their way back into this game. They are low across the board, and they weren't able to salvage that AWP from Hadouken, so they will be forced onto this mixed M4 SMG buy. Meanwhile, Hadouken, full utility, 4 AKs and 1 AWP. What you always want to see on your T side. Just a standard 2-1-2 for Emprox, nothing special, but Hadouken is sacked up towards this B site early in the round, as it seems. They have found it customary. Smokes are going to be thrown. And here it comes. They will begin to push into this B site. Lucid is going to get taken down by Tama. Not expecting that smoke. And Space Cadet going to be taken down Burke. Returns then onto Mozzie, and that's going to be a 4v2 situation. Mozzie down, Tama straight through the smoke, but will get taken down by Pineapple. And it's just Endar versus 4. Obviously Space Cadet and Pineapple are a bit low, but not really enough for it to matter. Endar will opt for the save in this round. Should bring Emprox to... should bring Hadouken to 8-4.
And saving the gun looks like he will do so successfully. Potential to actually pick off 1 here. A confused Space Cadet peeks out, will get it. Is able to pick up the AK as well and save this successfully, so good for Emprox, but will they force around this as most of their players are on the double eco? Wait. No force, surprisingly, from Emprox now.
Interesting, because that actually wastes the AK in that round, totally.
Seeing how Emprox are going to play the AK, but it looks like a set piece from mid control here, but Storm up mid, Tama able to get the trade onto Space Cadet as he takes 1 again. And alone on this A-bomb site with the AK. Sid Freak also taking down one in the process. Pineapple coming up under is good for one. Spraying away at the second, can't quite get it. Sid Freak is able... Pineapple actually taking him down. It's Ender left with the saved AK from the last round. Picks off one, but is in a 1v3.
3 versus 1 here. Hadouken will just opt to get a B plant into this round, and not a whole lot he can do. He does have the kit, so not totally impossible if he's going to play late round. Lucid Freak is still posted mid, so as to avoid Ender pushing via mid. Or will post up on short, but Ender just posted up to catch any store rotators off. We'll look to do that to the end of this round. Just trying to save that AK, make it worthwhile, and justify the full eco for Emprox in this round. Hadouken, of course, losing 2 of their own, never actually very optimal, especially when there isn't that much money in the bank. And Endar is actually able to take down ZKD. 3 kills on a USP save for Emprox. Definitely not a poor showing.
Very much so. Another eco for Emprox, respectively. They were on double eco last round. Didn't opt for the force, but a causey buy for the CTs. Ender again on this A-bomb site with the AK, but they look to be running into him this time. This could get interesting.
Hadouken just continuing the trend of stacking up towards one site and pushing it late in the round. It's really not a very professional way of playing this game. Not anything you'd really expect to see higher.
So Execute comes in. We do see Ender on the top of the scoreboard for his side. Top of the balcony is good for one.
Onto Pineapple, Ender taking Lucid Freak as well. Will take Scruffy, and that's 4 for 1. Ender going to be taking down Space Cadet. Tama taking ZKD and top mid, and that's Emprox winning on the Force Buy.
Absolutely huge from Ender.
Will invest into the Scar 20. Last round of the half. Hadouken will be able to get at least the 3 rifles, the AWP, and the Deagle. Not the worst. Not the best. They are just going to be really scattered and T-spawn early in this round. No sense of a default just yet, but they will opt to do the old 3-1-1 in this. Not a lot of util available for the T side, only 3 flashes and 2 smokes. And full util on 2 players on the Emprox side. And here's the push out early in the round from Hadouken. No retaliation just yet from Emprox, but there it is. Scruffy going to be taking Rico. Mozzie looking to return, falls off. There he goes. Mozzie taking down Space Cadet and Lucid Freak ZKD to return at top mid onto Tama. 3 versus 3. Pineapple will spot both. Only Mozzie for now. 3 versus 2. There's Pineapple onto Ender and Mozzie. Burke to return onto ZKD. Gets one onto Scruffy, and it's Burke versus Pineapple. Both low HP, and the nade should do it. That's
what
Burke
a nade.
taking the half 10-5 for Hadouken. A good showing in this first half.
Yes, very much so. The 1v2 coming out from Burke there. Good from him. The information play was unsuccessful for Hadouken.
Hadouken really messy on that T side, not very organized, not very... You just saw them executing mainly towards one site in most of the rounds. You very rarely saw them going for a lot of mid presence. Certainly not a very common way of playing the map. But we will be getting straight back into it, into the second half. It is Hadouken coming into their CT side on 5 rounds. Not a dead game for them. by any means. CT, of course, the favourable side on Mirage.
5-10 is quite the misleading score, especially in Counter-Strike. Usually able to pull this back after a pistol win.
Yeah, because the pistol round of this game is just so
Important.
so impactful. It's so important. People even want to remove it, but
Fast
there
shot
it is.
split.
Push up onto short head. Endar. Apologies. Will take Space Cadet. Lucid Freak to return onto Endar. Rico will push up, but he won't get anything. And it's 4v2. Buck actually able to get 2 onto Lucid Freak and Scruffy. 1 onto ZKD, but Pineapple able to get the last onto Burke. Takes the round for Hadouken, 6-10. Pineapple on 17 kills for Hadouken, and 17 for Emprox.
That is the pistol for Hadouken, and all of a sudden they're back into this game as long as they don't give away this
Absolutely.
forced buy.
4
Which
MP5s
they actually
total.
didn't force because they got the bomb plant, of course.
4
Flash out mid.
MP5s, total waste of money. And Emprox will be stacking up towards mid, going straight through Con. Will get taken down by Pineapple. Pineapple taking 3 before Mozzie. 1 onto Scruffy, Space Cadet, and Pineapple to clean up. Hadouken with 7.
7 indeed, but Emprox. Interesting economy here. So they will be opting for another save. So this should theoretically be another round for Hadouken, as long as they don't give this away. Yes.
Not a whole lot Emprox can do going into this round. They will stack up towards A main fairly early, and there's the damage done. Pineapple, Scruffy, Pineapple, and ZKD getting the frags. Onto Emprox, Hadouken taking an 8th. And Emprox should be able to reinvest with the buy here. Full util.
Hadouken forcing up, not
Able
actually
to
keeping the
purchase.
SMGs. So
Hadouken-
bold they pick up the ult.
I was a bit confused there for a second. Space Cadet on a Deagle when Lucid Freak is 5k, but we'll be picking up the M4. So no worries in that regard. Scruffy actually going to be taking down Rico early towards top mid.
Fast as hell.
An impactful kill. Burke just sitting here. And powerless. Mozzie does get stuck behind that smoke, and Prox is locked out early in this round. 5 versus 4. Hadouken, every single player on 100 HP. With no worries just yet. Emprox will just bide their time. Wait it out.
Absolutely no map control either, aside
Absolutely.
from
And they will
main
actually,
main.
they'll pull off just a bit. Not sure what I'm doing with that flash, but they will go for a con smoke. Generally indicates B player or distraction, but Endar will actually push through. They may taking ZKD and Pineapple. There's the round possible for Emprox. 3 versus 4, there's Tamara onto Space Cadet. And it all flies away for Hadouken. Scruffy will fall to the nade, and it's Lucid Freak versus 4 with the MP5. He isn't spotted, but his position is known. But Tama will go down to that MP5 despite the nade. Doesn't quite see Mozzie on short there, and Lucid Freak will fall, and Prox get their first round in the half. 11-8.
And suddenly making that round look doable for Emprox. Of course, with no map control, that smoke out A main and the double entry is the only thing they needed to get back into that round. That's what they did so successfully. But pause, I assume, in the favor of Hadouken comes out, as that is a pretty hard round to lose mentally. Of course, when you got
So it could be technical at
maybe
this stage, but Hadouken, they won't be okay after that round. You're just thinking, wow, we have it 5v3, full map control, and then Ender pulls out something like that, it's not something you come back from easily, especially mentally. These are the kind of things that can lock you out for the rest of the game. But looking at the scoreboard, we will see Pineapple 24 kills. Should be looking for that 30 bomb later in the game. Ender 20 kills atop the Emprox side, fragging reasonably across the board. Hadouken, not necessarily the same case with Lucid Freak and Scruffy, not yet breaking 10 kills, but 8 to 11, still anyone's game. Indeed, no prospects yet ruined for either side. Pause will come to an end, and Hadouken with an interesting force buy. It is the XM and the Mag 7.
It all depends on where they're playing. Space Cadet towards the B apartments and ZKD under balcony. These are effective positions for the guns respectively. So this could turn out for the better on the side of Hadouken.
But does
Pineapple Zip alone to hold down mid.
Does actually decrease the versatility of the players significantly when you've got two players on shotguns. If they're forced to rotate, that is devastating for Hadouken.
Yes.
So they will have to be extremely diligent with these site holds. ZKD with an XM this close, I'm not quite sure. No damage done with the nade. Smoke setups will be going out. Looks like Emprox will go for the fake here. Setup is geared towards B, and that's what they opt to do. They move towards B. Will stay on A where he's effective, and he gets the double entry. Lucid Freak takes some damage off him, and that's going to be Ender coming to an end. But still 4v3, and Hadouken will lose the B side fairly quickly. Mozzie going to be taking down Space Cadet, and Bomb will go down. Rico burning, goes down to 61. Not a huge deal. 4v2. And Hadouken will opt to save. AWP especially. Money is poor for the Hadouken side. 1,500 loss bonus in the next round, plus the 850 on Lucid Freak. Won't be enough to do very much. And as such, Hadouken will need everything they can get.
Emprox should be taking this next round, as it does look to be another force with the two saved guns, but we will wait for the call to come in. Looks to be an eco. Alright.
Hadouken not playing around an AK and an AWP. It's an interesting economic decision to make, and a difficult one as well. But Emprox will just stack up towards the A side of the map early in this round.
It all depends on where Pineapple rotates, but he looks to be rotating B as the read. It's falsely red for Hadouken.
One player
towards
left on
B.
the A side.
Quickly, the realization comes in for Pineapple as he fast rotates to CT, but Rico able to open up with the AWP onto Lucid Freak. That is a free, not a free bomb site, but a bomb site for Emprox.
Space Cadet's in the back lane there with the USP. We'll take down Ender and we'll be able to salvage that AK. Definitely a good takeaway from the round should they choose to take it. Pineapple with your CT, but they know it. But does the damage, and there's your gone for Hadouken. The entire purpose of the save gone, and the AK is the last vestige in this save. Space Cadet will just run away to B, looking to avoid being hunted in this round. Emprox will pick up a 13th.
Economy should be back in business for Hadouken, as it is. Now, as Pineapple needs to be the win condition for these CT rounds, as he is on the 24. Has broken the 24 mark. On the other hand, we have Endo, 22. Teammates starting to catch up, starting to get quite level over there.
Emprox at this stage in the game, fairly relaxed. 13 to 8. Huge buffer. Not much to get. Just looking to close it out. And there's Burke getting a kill onto Space Cadet. Nade goes into window, won't do much damage to Scruffy, so no worries in that respect, but he does spot the underpass player. And it's okay, just posted in CT. There's Tammer going to be taking down Pineapple. Knows the position of Scruffy, and there's the nade. That will do damage. 69. That's what Scruffy goes down to. Lucid Freak spots Mozzie. 3 HP, and he's gone. 3 versus 4 for Hadouken. Not totally unwinnable. But Emprox is primed to push. Just waiting for Burke to get into a main with that bomb. And there's the push. It will begin the execute onto this ace side. It is only, of course, ZKD and Scruffy on the side. But Tammer will go down. And the bomb plant's no longer a certainty. Scruffy on 15 HP falling to Buck. Lucid last alive. Falling to Rico. 14 rounds for Emprox. 2 to get.
To get match point should not be hard for Emprox, as Hadouken do look towards the save with the economy. As I quickly eat my words, they start to force up. Now is decent utility on the Hadouken, but the guns are the issue.
3 SMGs, 1 5.7, and 1 Scout. Never an optimal buy, never what you want to be reduced to, but sometimes it's reality. And reality looking soon to culminate in a B executors. They look primed to execute more at the B side. There's Mozzie taking down Lucid Freak. He will return onto Space Cadet as well. 2 should open up the side. Not just yet. Not quite yet, just opting to rotate. ZKD will take down Mozzie. And we'll actually salvage the AK. It's an AK and an MP5, not totally unwinnable. Burke will be getting the bomb plant. And 45 seconds they need to hold for. But no rotating there just yet. Rotate cut off. And no, we'll actually get taken down by ZKD. 3v2. ZKD on 46 HP, so Rico will be able to keep that up going into the next round. Pineapple will take Tammer, reducing Emprox to 2 players rather than 4. But Rico to get Pineapple in the last seconds of the round, and that's still a good economy for Emprox to buy into. Hadouken, however, 4,000 on their most sacked player. 2 M4s and 2 SMGs. Not a whole lot of util available. And Emprox, no worries. Rico will be taking down Lucid Freak early in a main.
The openings are just being found from Emprox all across the map for this whole T side. Constantly opening up the sites.
Interestingly though, they don't capitalize straight away. They just bide their time. They wait. They don't need to execute straight away, and they realize this. But Scruffy will actually take the AWP into aim main. He doesn't know that it's unguarded. Scouting the AWPer actually is Scruffy, and it's Hadouken 4 versus 3. Emprox is going to take Scruffy down, but ZKD's right there to return. Push coming out from A main now, and ZKD is primed to retaliate, but he can't. Mozzie going to be taking down ZKD. Going straight down into CT, taking Pineapple, and there's the bomb. It's Space Cadet with the MP5 versus the world on match point. Not a situation you ever want to be in. But it's Space Cadet it's reality at this point. No utility to block off CT. And he will go straight to the defuse. He has the kit. And they realize his position. Berg to take down Space Cadet, and that is the map. Emprox securing a 16-8 victory over Hadouken. Certainly a close game in the first half, but fell away by the hand of Emprox. Anyway, I have been Lockie, and my co-caster has been Creeps. I'm at L4CH13 on Twitter, and Creeps is at 1Creeps on Twitter. This has been Next Gen OCE, and we'll see you soon.
I hope that you're happy with me in your life. I hope that you won't slip away. I hate it when dudes try to chase me. I love it when you try to save me, 'cause I'm just a lady.